Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-day fiancé. Asuelu Pulaa's visa expired. Does this mean immediate deportation after his split from Kalani amid mass deportation fears? Asuelu Pulaa from 90-day. The last resort has been living in the United States for the past 6 years, but recently suggested that he may be deported to Samoa amid a mass deportation drive in the country. He immigrated to America in 2018 on a K-1 visa to marry his American partner, Kalani, with whom he already had a son named Oliver. The couple had another son, Kennedy, in the following months. Despite their strong commitment to staying together, their relationship was tested when Asuelu cheated on Kalani with another woman during a trip to Samoa. Kalani used the hall pass that Asuelu gave her after the cheating scandal and had a physical relationship with another man named Dallas News. Over time, Kalani developed feelings for Dallas and seemed hesitant to work through her marital issues with Asuelu. During 90-day, the last resort season 1, the couple ultimately went their separate ways with hopes of co-parenting their sons together. Over the past year, Asuelu and Kalani have maintained a friendly relationship while co-parenting. Kalani has even welcomed a child with Dallas, while Asuelu appears to be living a single life. Asuelu received his green card after marrying Kalani in 2018. And there was a belief that he may have become an American citizen by now. However, he recently shared a video from the U.S. Immigration Office on Instagram, saying that he was being deported back to Samoa because his green card, visa, and all his papers had expired. He captioned the video, "I will forever see you, my Samoa," while Asuelu chuckled in the video, suggesting he was joking about being deported. He raised concerns by using the hashtag deporting and saying, "Samoa, I'm coming." Fans are concerned about Asuelu because President Donald Trump and his administration are prioritizing identifying illegal immigrants and prosecuting immigration violations. However, it doesn't seem that the 90-day, the last resort alum should be worried about being deported from America because he entered legally on a K-1 visa sponsored by Kalani. Asuelu has been living in the United States since 2018 and has built a loving family with his American wife with no hidden agenda. Even though the couple is no longer together, he is still a legal immigrant who is able to apply for citizenship. Asuelu has the option to renew his green card and visa, or even apply for citizenship to remain with his family in the United States. The only inconvenience he may encounter is waiting a few months to receive his renewed green card. While the 90-day, the last resort alum may not be able to leave or enter the country without a valid visa, it's unlikely that he'll be deported 90-day fiancé. Asuelu Pulaa's visa expired. Does this mean immediate deportation after his split from Kalani amid mass deportation fears? The reality TV world is rife with twists, turns, and jaw-dropping drama, but few stories have captivated the audience's attention as much as the relationship between 90-day fiancé stars Asuelu Pulaa and Kalani. Their journey through love, cultural clashes, and family drama has been a roller coaster from the start. But now their personal lives are embroiled in another intense and somewhat unsettling situation: Asuelu's visa expiration. As fans of the show speculate about the future of their relationship, the looming threat of deportation raises even more questions about the Samoan star's future in the United States. Could this be the end of his American dream? A bumpy ride. Asuelu and Kalani's love story. Asuelu, hailing from the island of Samoa, and Kalani, an American woman with strong family ties, made their mark on the 90-day Fiancé franchise during Season 6. From the get-go, the couple was faced with numerous challenges, primarily revolving around cultural differences and conflicting expectations. Kalani's family was suspicious of Asuelu's intentions, especially given his immaturity and the fact that he was much younger than her. The two became parents during their time on the show, and their struggles to balance family life, finances, and cultural traditions only added layers of complexity to their relationship. Despite their on-again, off-again moments, Asuelu and Kalani managed to remain in the spotlight as one of the franchise's more talked-about couples. Fans became invested in their journey, hoping that they could overcome their issues and prove that love knows no borders. However, even when things seemed to settle down, more drama emerged, and their eventual split became a sad, yet inevitable, turn in their story. Asuelu's status in the United States is directly tied to his visa, which was granted as part of his marriage to Kalani. Initially, there was a sense of stability in their union, at least from a legal perspective. However, with their relationship now on the rocks and their separation looming, Asuelu's visa situation has become a key issue. In the context of U.S. immigration law, a foreign national spouse is typically granted a temporary visa for a period of 2 years, after which they must apply for a green card if they wish to stay in the country permanently. If the marriage ends before the 2-year mark, the foreign spouse may be at risk of losing their legal status and facing deportation. This is where things get complicated for Asuelu. While there are exceptions, such as the possibility of applying for a waiver if the divorce is not his fault, his legal standing could be precarious if his visa has expired. What happens next? Deportation or stay? As the question of Asuelu's potential deportation looms large, it's important to understand the factors that could play a role in determining whether he will be forced to leave the country. First and foremost, his visa status is the key determinant. Since the couple has separated, there is a chance that Asuelu might be required to return to Samoa unless he can prove that his marriage to Kalani was genuine, or unless he qualifies for one of the aforementioned exceptions. His visa has already expired, and while the expiration doesn't automatically trigger deportation, it does put him in a vulnerable position. Given that the 90-Day Fiancé franchise often showcases the intricacies of immigration processes, many fans are wondering whether Asuelu's legal status will be addressed in upcoming seasons or special episodes. Asuelu and Kalani's situation mirrors the experiences of many immigrants in real life, and viewers are left grappling with the complexity of balancing personal emotions, family dynamics, and immigration laws. Adding fuel to the fire are the recent developments in U.S. immigration policy. Under the Biden administration, there have been efforts to reform immigration, including addressing issues related to deportation. However, there are still widespread fears of mass deportations, especially given the politically charged atmosphere surrounding U.S. immigration policy. Could Asuelu fall victim to a political climate that may not be as lenient as some would hope? With recent crackdowns on immigration, the prospect of a mass deportation order or stricter enforcement could affect thousands, if not millions, of immigrants living in the U.S. The pressure on people like Asuelu has only increased, and his personal situation could be a microcosm of the broader, more systemic issues surrounding immigration in the U.S. Kalani's role in the immigration saga. While Asuelu's visa status is the primary concern, Kalani's role cannot be overlooked. As a U.S. citizen, she has a level of influence in the situation. If the couple's divorce is finalized, Kalani could still potentially help Asuelu maintain his status by providing documentation to prove the authenticity of their marriage. However, her willingness to do so remains unclear, especially since their relationship has hit such a rough patch. Additionally, it's important to consider how their children may factor into the equation. Kalani and Asuelu share 2 children, and under U.S. law, The welfare of children can sometimes be a factor when determining a parent's right to stay in the country. If Kalani were to advocate for Asuelu's ability to remain in the U.S. due to their children's well-being, it could create a compelling case for him to stay. However, the tension between them could make such a move difficult. Kalani has expressed frustrations with Asuelu in the past, and although they've been through many ups and downs, the prospect of a legal battle over his status could only add to their personal strain. Will Kalani's love for her children outweigh any animosity toward Asuelu? Time will tell. The bigger picture: immigration reform and public perception. Asuelu's predicament also reflects a larger societal issue. For many immigrants, the fear of deportation is a very real threat. While Asuelu's case might be high-profile due to his reality TV fame, it mirrors the struggles faced by countless others who are caught in a complex web of immigration law, personal struggles, and shifting political agendas. The broader conversation about immigration reform continues to evolve, with many advocates calling for a pathway to citizenship or greater leniency for people in situations like Asuelu's. As the U.S. faces heightened concerns around deportation and immigration enforcement, the personal stories of people like Asuelu and Kalani give a human face to the otherwise bureaucratic debate.